For many, nature is an escape, especially because of wildlife. Arizona Game and Fish says animals are frequently admired, but says oftentimes people get too close.
Elk feeding is a problem in Kingman, Payson, Flagstaff, and the White Mountains.
He believes a woman attacked in the Pine Lake community about 15 miles southeast of Kingman 2 weeks ago was feeding the elk.
Clearly, the elk in this community were habituated to the presence of humans, and when you feed wildlife, they become comfortable around people, and that makes an attack more likely.
The woman was found on the ground outside her home with injuries consistent with being trampled by an elk. A bucket of corn was also found nearby.
She was age 63, passionate about wildlife, is our understanding, resident of the area for about 6 months.
After being in the hospital for about a week, she passed away Friday.
A fatal elk attack has never been on our records before, so this is a first, unfortunately. 6 times in the past 5 years, elk have either acted aggressively toward people or injured them outright.
Without any witnesses, Arizona Game and Fish says tracking down the elk is nearly impossible. While males are typically more aggressive, he says with babies present, a female could be defensive.
A male elk not only has a large rack of antlers, but can weigh more than 700 pounds, and both sexes have large, sharp hooves.
Now, Game and Fish say these types of attacks can be prevented as long as people stop feeding the animals. Another preventable problem they're having is people getting too close, wanting to take a selfie or even just a photo with them.
Yeah, they're giant when you get up close and personal. Even from a distance, you can tell the size differential. So this is the first time an attack's turned deadly, but it's not the first attack in Arizona.
Right. So there have been a couple attacks. So there actually was one that happened in 2015. 2 children, thankfully, were not seriously hurt after that attack. They say an elk circled their picnic table in the Wallapai Mountain area. And in 2021, a woman in Pine got a serious head injury after she was attacked. According to Arizona Game and Fish, the animal was used to being around animals, again, probably in a situation where there was feeding.
They're beautiful, but it's like if you go to Yellowstone, you know, people try to take pictures next to the bison up there right on the side of the road. Beautiful, but still wild animals. So we'll keep that in mind. Thanks.
Thank you, Alexis.